You're having a busy day. You're stressed. Your wife or your coworker comes over to you and asks you a simple question. Instead of smiling and answering nicely, you snap. You yell at her or you yell at your coworker. Later, when you're alone, you feel bad. Why did this happen? Why weren't you able to control yourself in that moment? That's one example. In life, we're faced with constant challenges, times that we wish that we had mastered our person, our personality, been kinder to others, been braver, been stronger, been more refined. If a person doesn't understand themselves, doesn't understand the map, the technology of the body, we're flying blind. The Tanya, as presented by Rabbi Schneur Zalman of Liadi, the first Chabad rabbi, gives us answers. It helps us understand why we're often not living up to our potential, our godly potential. The Tanya explains that we actually have inside of us two souls, an animal soul and a godly soul. And each of these souls actually has its own mind, a set of thoughts, drives. Within each of us are actually competing these two distinct and diametrically opposed souls. The Tanya doesn't say that these are layers of the same soul. No, the Tanya says that these are actually two different souls. We learn in the Torah that the greater will rule the lesser. This is about the battle between Esav and Yaakov. Esav being the animal soul, representing the animal soul, and Yaakov representing the godly soul. Now, in much the same way that a king wishes to rule over a city and subject all of the inhabitants of a city to his will, the animal soul and the godly soul each are kings, so to speak, which want to subject the body, all of its thoughts, speech, and actions of all of its limbs to its will. There really is a war going on inside of you, inside of each of us. The animal soul wants to control. The animal soul is selfishness, self-centeredness, egoism, drives, lust, desires. And the godly soul is literally a piece of God. It wants nothing more than to serve God. The framework that the Tanya shares with us is an incredible framework because it allows us to understand the war that's going on so that we can fight the war properly and win the war, God willing. The way to win the war is to strengthen the godly soul. We do this through two main avenues: prayer and Torah study. In prayer, we connect with our source, and that strengthens the godly soul. And that lingering effect of the prayer lasts throughout the day, providing us with connection to our source that allows us to act appropriately in tough situations, like when a person is confronted with a question from their wife or their coworker in a busy time. The other way is Torah study. Torah study corrects the intellect and clues us in to what is right. This way, a person understands the map, understands how to act in every situation. And in a healthy person, the intellect rules the emotions. So by clarifying the intellect through Torah study, a person understands how to act in every situation. So a person who wants to succeed in this life should be engaged in learning Torah and meditative prayer. This way, a person stands a chance of strengthening themselves so that the godly soul will rule over the animal soul. This is the fundamental contribution, insight of the Tanya. And Rabbi Schneur Zalman of Liadi shared this with his followers because he was overwhelmed with requests, inundated by people seeking advice and guidance. So he said, I'll give you a do-it-yourself manual to Judaism. And he provided them with the Tanya, originally called Collected Teachings, as a roadmap in order to help them and you succeed in your life, to have success in this life and in the world to come. I hope this was helpful. And if you'd like more videos or follow-ups, just let me know.